Stimulants. These items provide a significant advantage for the player when used in the right situation. The effects vary from increased mobility, healing, and pain killing to damage reduction and temperature drop, among other effects. In general, the effects will boost an attribute or skill, at the expense of increased hydration and energy consumption, among other negative effects. With so many stimulants available in the game, it can be a bit intimidating to get into this gameplay loop if you are not familiar with them. In this video we are going to break down the usage of each stimulant and provide suggestions about which stimulants are the ideal candidates for your Injectors case. Stimulants can be divided in two categories mainly, depending on what prompts you to use them. Reactive, you use them when the situation forces you to have a problem. For example, having low health, a fracture, or a black limb, while on PvP. Proactive, you use them anticipating a problematic situation. For example, you are carrying a lot of heavy loot. Your stamina drains quickly and regenerates slowly. You are also moving slowly. This makes you vulnerable. S tier. These items are the best in slot for each of their uses. They are a must for your Injectors case, provided you can afford them. SJ6. The ideal stimulant for running long distances. It will allow you to run for a long time, therefore making you move faster from point A to point B. The negative effects are negligible. It's a shoreline classic, for both getting in and out of the resort. Perphetaurin. It's a new stimulant on patch 13.0. It will instantly remove every bleed, both light and heavy. It will also provide a small boost of health regeneration. Ideal for dire situations in PvP. It has replaced other stimulants like the Zagustin and the AHF-1M, due to the added heal effect. Watch out for the substantial energy drain afterwards. Propital. Long-lasting pain killing and slow heal effects make the Propital the best stimulant for quick pain removal. The slow heal allows you to temporarily ignore a light bleeds and broken or blacked out legs while on PvP. Unlike most painkiller medicine and stimulants, it doesn't drain your energy or hydration. ETGC. It provides the fastest and highest heal out of any stimulant. This effect can turn a guaranteed death into a second chance. The regeneration is a total of 390 health points, which is almost the 440 health points a player character has. Mule. Ideal when carrying massive amounts of loot that prevent you from moving from point A to point B at a reasonable pace. With 15 minutes of extra 50% weight limit, it's the best option when you are past the overweight thresholds. Watch out for the amplified incoming damage and the slow damage over time. A tier. These stimulants are good options, but are not necessarily a must, because their usage is less frequent, or they have a better alternative on tier S. Tramadol. Similar to the SJ6, it will make you run forever. With the added pain-killing effect, it is good for chasing PvP. The only downside is that both your energy and hydration will be drained quite fast. Bring food if you intend to use it. Melatonin. The best stimulant to chase PvP. For 15 minutes you will get increased strength, endurance, stamina regeneration and damage reduction, at the cost of quite a lot of energy and hydration drain. It will not provide as much stamina regeneration as the SJ6 or the Tramadol, but the extra added strength will make you run faster and have less inertia. The damage reduction makes it a good complement for Class 5 armor without having to incur into the high cost of the Class 6 diminishing returns. It also helps a lot against flesh damage. Bring food if you intend to use it. SJ12. A new stimulant from patch 13.0. It is a peculiar stimulant as it is the only one that provides energy and hydration. Since the effect is slow but long-lasting, the use case is ideal for preventing death to starvation and no stamina regeneration effect due to low energy and hydration. The added perception skill boost will help a lot with hearing incoming enemies. PNB. A budget version of the TGC, added on patch 13.0. Although it doesn't provide as much heal, it doesn't drain your energy, and is usually about half the price of an ETGC. The added damage reduction is a welcomed effect, since most times you will be using this on PvP. B tier. These are still decent stimulants, but for the most part, they have better alternatives on higher tiers. 3. BDG. The main use of this stimulant is to boost your attention and perception skill to make looting faster and convenient. These skill boosts will give you extra loot radius notification and faster or even instant search if you get to the elite skill threshold. AHF1M. A budget version of the Perfatorin. It doesn't provide any healing, but it drains less resources. Morphine. This stimulant will only provide pain killing at the cost of hydration, albeit for a longer time compared to the Propital. However, with the Propital being so good, there is very little reason to use the morphine. It is usually cheaper though. C tier. These stimulants are usable, but there is very little reason to use them since there are several better alternatives on higher tiers. SJ1. Similar to the Meldonin, but without damage reduction, and lasting very little in comparison. This stimulant main use is to craft SJ6 on the medical station. Zagustin. Stops bleeds, but it is worse compared to the Perfatorin or the AHF1M. Although its flashy color might make it faster to use when looking into the Injectors case in a hurry. Drains even more hydration compared to the AHF1M. It's mainly used to craft meal at the medical station. L1. Another budget Meldonin with the effects lasting very little and without damage reduction. The negative effects make the stimulant a very bad choice for such a short time benefit. Adrenaline. A variety of effects, with the notable one being the health regeneration. There are better alternatives for each effect with longer and stronger effects. D tier. These are niche items with very uncommon use cases. Obdiblos 2. A new stimulant on patch 13.0. With massive benefits and a huge caveat, this stimulant is only usable when no danger is guaranteed. For example, after cleaning the lab's lobby, or when desperation is real, trying to get out of a raid. With the effects lasting 30 minutes is both a curse and a blessing at the same time for the whole raid. However, if you reach maximum immunity skill, you can become a super soldier with these effects active. XTG12. Another new stimulant. This one simply removes poison from the cultist knife. Now that the Augmentin doesn't remove the poison anymore, this stimulant is the only way to remove it. A must if you plan to hunt cultists. E tier. Just sell these items. Obdiblos. The stimulant version of the Russian roulette. It's a meme and is usually altered on pre-wipe events. P22. The only real benefit is the damage reduction. But with only 60 seconds of duration, also nerfing stamina during that time, there is no point in using this. SJ9. Lowers your temperature, which is only significant if the enemy is using thermal vision. Thermal vision is quite expensive and very limited in availability. It is very rare to find players using them. With such an impractical benefit and extreme negative effects, there is no point in using this. With 9 slots available, I have my Injectors case with 6 slots always used. The SJ6, SJ12 and Mule, proactive stimulants, allow me to move quickly through the map whenever I need it. For example, I found a quest item and I decide to rush the extract. I killed a lot of players and I'm heavy with loot. I abused the painkillers. I'm low on energy and hydration, and I haven't been able to find food nor water. The Perfatorin, ETGC and Propital, reactive stimulants, allow me to have better odds at surviving tough PvP fights. Then I keep 3 slots open to store any stimulant I find. Every stimulant, low or high tier, is a highly valuable item that you can always sell to therapists for a hefty sum, even if you die.